Hi everyone, I'm Millie.
And I'm Shizuka, and today we're in Tokyo! It is a very hot day, but we went all around the city and saw all of the great parts of Tokyo.
We went to Ginza, Akihabara, Tokyo, and Asakusa.
Ooh, yes. And Ginza! Ginza is a very special place. It's a very high-end kind of shopping district. And there's a lot of brand shops, I'd say. Like you can get Louis Vuitton, you can get Chanel, all that stuff is there. As well as a lot of cosmetics shops as well. So we actually tried a cosmetic shop, and it's called Bankeru in Japanese. But it's a really major brand here, and we actually got to try some of the cosmetics that they have.
Yeah.
They measure the age of your skin, or they give you kind of a skin analysis with this little machine. And that was pretty fun. What did you think?
It was really good, actually.
It's definitely worth the try because it's totally free. If you're not all into the shopping thing, it's a fun little activity to do.
Yeah.
And aside from that, we went to a great restaurant there as well.
Yeah.
They have a lot of organic kind of vegetable restaurant.
There's a lot of beauty-related healthy food there as well.
Yes. So definitely worth a visit. And next, we went to Tokyo Station.
And in Tokyo Station, they have this beautiful red brick building from Meiji era, and it's pretty cool, right?
That's right. It's really a beautiful building. It did get rebuilt, I think, at some point, but it's pretty much just as it was since 1914, if I remember correctly. That's when it opened. And interesting fact is it opened with only 4 platforms and just 2 trains. But now it has a total of 28 platforms and about 3,600 trains coming through every day. Now it's one of the biggest train stations in Japan and even the world.
And also near the Tokyo Station, we have Imperial Palace Garden, and you can enjoy all these different kinds of trees and plants all year round.
It's beautiful. If you didn't know, the Imperial Palace is the home of the Emperor and the Empress of Japan. You can't actually meet them there, but they have their own garden palace inside. So it's a great atmosphere. And if you didn't notice, you might be able to see some runners going around there. The perimeter is actually almost exactly 5 kilometers, so it's a really popular running spot as well. Next on our trip, we also went to Akihabara.
It's famous for anime and electronics, and you can find some maid cafes as well, which is pretty interesting.
It's also known as Electric Town. You can get pretty much any electronic part. And if you're into manga and anime, then there's tons of video game shops, game centers, all that fun jazz to check out.
The next stop was Asakusa, and Asakusa has one of the oldest shopping street in Japan, and it's called Nakamise, and you can see a lot of delicious food, like very classic Japanese snacks as well.
Yeah, like you can get things like taiyaki, which are little fish-shaped sweets, I guess. They're filled with sweet red bean or even chocolate or cream. That's a traditional dessert that you should definitely try. And aside from that, you can get all of your Japanese-related goods, like for example, traditional yukata, kimonos, fans, all those things. Even like ninja goods or like swords, you can see those in Asakusa. That's pretty cool. I think Asakusa is a really good place to go if you want to have a taste of like traditional Japanese culture. Because the rest of Tokyo is super modern now. It's a lot of lights and things everywhere. Asakusa is the one place where everything's really toned down and peaceful.
And we also ate eel in the traditional place that's actually 200 years old, and you can get the beautiful view of Sumida River and also the Sky Tree.
Okay, that's a really good location. We didn't mention it earlier, but Asakusa is like right near Sky Tree, so you can even walk there if you wanted to. You get a great view of the river, Sky Tree, and delicious food. So very fun spot to visit.
On the next day, we went to Shibuya, Harajuku, and Omotesando.
Those are like your main image of Tokyo, I think. It's the center of fashion and food and excitement. First, we went to Shibuya. We started out at Hachiko, which is the most famous like meetup spot, I guess. So Shibuya is known as probably the young people's town. It's a very popular shopping area.
I think that's one of the busiest city in Tokyo, I would say.
And after that, we walked down Center Street, which is called Sentagai in Japanese. It leads straight to Shibuya 109, which is the most famous shopping department store for young people in Tokyo.
We went to Kawaii Monster Cafe,
Yes!
which is absolutely crazy. It's the real life world of kawaii craziness restaurant.
I was surprised because all of the food, it really is like a rainbow of color on your plate. You'd think, is this really food? But actually they did a pretty good job making it tasty. And yeah, we were actually lucky enough to catch a little show while we were there. They do a little performance on this really crazy merry-go-round that they have in the middle, and the monster girls with their crazy outfits, they do a little dance, invite the customers to take part, so it was a really fun experience, I'd say.
We also went to Takeshita Street, which is full of all these creative poppy.
Yeah, kind of poppy is in like colorful and unusual, I guess, unusual different products and goods that you can get there. So that includes fashion as well as little souvenirs. Actually, I often go there to get gifts and even like birthday gifts.
Me too.
Yeah, it's not all weird things as you might be expecting. It's a lot of like actually cute and very creative and interesting products and fashion items. So yeah, Takeshita Street, it's always a lot of fun, and you can also get ice cream crepes everywhere. Lastly, we went to Omotesando, which is actually right next to Harajuku. It's basically in the same area, just the street, one street over. And Omotesando, the image changes quite drastically all of a sudden. It's definitely classier than the Harajuku area. It's more high-end. You can also get brand items there as well.
So there are some places that we didn't have time to go on this trip, but you can also visit Shinjuku, Yoyogi, Ueno, Odaiba. There are a lot of places.
Tokyo, as you might know, is a really, really huge city, so there's no way you could cover all of it in a day. Like, we covered less than half of it in 2 days, so you could spend a full week exploring everywhere.
So Tokyo has something for everyone, so definitely come and visit.
And that wraps things up for our tour of Tokyo. We hope you enjoyed touring along with us. So please stay tuned for our Kanagawa trip coming up next. See you guys later!